somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me.
What's up? Welcome back. Today I'm gonna be playing Madden 19 until my Call of Duty stream later on today. But I'm gonna be whooping my little cousin's butt. Sounds like my little brother. So I'm gonna be off the mic. So if you guys went ahead and comment something, I'll get on back on. But I'm just gonna whoop him real quick. I don't know what team he's gonna be, but added my uniforms. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Gladly appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wentz now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got him in. Complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Pass right.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the reception made by Alshon
Right.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
And he works it past the 30,
had a
almost to the
strong right
25.
setup,
10 more there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You gotta pull that shit out.
Now it's Ajayi. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the
not
first
next quarter, halftime.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
If you run the timeout, or if you run the time, if you finish the time, you still get ball. That's only halftime.
On play action, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They run with Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield.
Haha, you thought. Snap the ball, X.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
He probably called an audible mid-thing.
On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get it running right.
What?
They will take this in front, Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Hey, what up? Who's watching?
6 points.
Touchdown.
Oh, they left.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Jay Ajayi.
About time, only took
So a tie ball game here as the
quarter?
kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Rush coming in, taken down.
Oh, damn, I wasn't paying attention.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Nothing in charge. Not bad, bro.
Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA.
This nigga's salty as fuck. Ah, he mad.
And the Rams
He's mad.
for 6 points.
He is mad.
That was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Oh my God.
You got it down.
I just was emergency. 2 plays, 77 yards, 42 seconds.
From the receivers, that man fly route.
42 seconds.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the
42
touchdown.
seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get it to 25.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end
Oh,
line.
there's my brother.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you
not in my house.
for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
42 seconds for a touchdown.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Looking to hit Matthews.
Sit out, kid. Sit out, kid.
Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When we talk about Akeem Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
That nigga shit's gonna be burning.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To throw on second down is gone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Goff.
Oh,
looking to for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Oh!
Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Got them frustrated right now.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Thank you.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown.
Nah.
And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel
now you gotta cool down a little
imposing
bit.
their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down, they're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. After the interception, here's Goff.
Oh, God, fucking check circle.
My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I had that touchdown.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
I had that.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a
And
little
they've
bit
got 3
angry. Let's see if
seconds.
they get their focus back.
So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone.
I
for
still
the
got
pick
3
six.
touchdowns. I mean, 3 timeouts.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I was about to call timeout.
So we come upon halftime here in an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
It's my ball. I kicked the ball off first half. Exactly.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustment.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his third
This
touchdown
nigga's
pass
buns.
of the afternoon. And the Rams
I'm going to keep running up the score. Like, run it up, Turbo.
To get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room.
Yo, if I had my
And
face
now we
cam
find
right now,
out
I
about the
gotta
fortitude
right now.
of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time. Wentz to Matthews. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they... burn one here in this third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I might try to hurdle this nigga.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. And so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a...
And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, LA. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
Can't stop that play.
On to their lead.
You can't.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drive.
Why are you getting mad? Don't get mad. Finish off the game.
It results in the touchdown.
Finish off the game. Come on.
Zerline out now to
Finish
kick
off the
this one
game.
away.
Don't be silly.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
Lock 20. Shell.
On first down, it's gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end.
You thought it was on the same play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, damn.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers.
I'm one touchdown away from getting a trophy.
Hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So what?
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Nice hit.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing his wins, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Longacre in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket,
he was acting all tough.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it winds up getting buried for the loss. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Being chased out left. Whoosh. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having
He's
to
gonna
execute,
go
isn't
for
it?
the Hail
Guard
Mary,
the first
ladies
down
and gentlemen.
sticks. Don't let them get there.
Got a
They
small
rallied and made the
interception
tackle.
coming. I sure do.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for
Whee!
Jeffrey. And this is gonna be
I
intercepted.
told you, ladies and gentlemen, that was an interception. All that for nothing.
His guys will give the football
I'm going
back.
to send this bot right back to the lobby with another touchdown with 41 seconds left.
6 interceptions.
6 interceptions this game.
Unbelievable, isn't
Carson
it?
Wentz is
Hard to
doing
believe you're
horrible.
Watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
Omar?
They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions
Yeah, come here,
in a
watch
game, the likes
this.
of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Back to throw, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's
it
last
was the veteran
time.
Safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
Exactly.
Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Nice.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Compared to how many interceptions you got and compared to how many I got,
Inside the 45. They needed a break.
they ain't going to do nothing but go for Hail Marys.
In the 3rd quarter defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best
I'll put
part is
money
that
on it,
they
he won't
made
come
their
back.
own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Especially that was Darnold.
So a jump there defensively.
Still first down.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive.
You know
After
what?
the penalty, it's 1st
You
and
got
5.
Merkel shit? Alright, we're gonna see.
This is Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't that long
This
ago that
dude
the
said
NFL
he's gonna
guys
murk
really
my
didn't adopt
stuff.
much from the college game.
What just
But one
happened?
thing that has
He
crept
got
in there
murked.
is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Wentz. And my goodness, another
Where the fuck is
interception.
this nigga going?
Picked off at the 35.
Another interception, ladies and gentlemen. The little bot is going right back to the lobby.
Number 7 usually lucky here, not for him.
Oh yeah, I'm
7
calling you a
picks
straight
he's thrown
bot.
in this game. That's
Interception
only happened
number
6
7.
times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Denver the last to do it in 2001
So what?
to throw 7 picks. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Goff on first down.
Oh,
His pass is
interception.
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return
You got
stops
4
at the
interceptions. I got
39-yard
7.
line.
No, I won't
They
be
get
after
the
this.
takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of
All
work
right,
to
we
do.
got.
But they don't
Yeah,
want to
switch of
focus on
players
that
now.
Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score
Oh,
game,
man,
though,
ladies
fourth
and gentlemen.
quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
That's the most picks ever in an NFL game.
Last time we saw
8
7
interceptions, ladies and gentlemen. Ocho.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been. And at the 7-yard line to catch
Let's
it.
go! I caught that.
Goff finding Cooks on a big play.
I caught that.
54 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with
Good
one
job.
hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Defensive. They've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Drops it off to Ajayi. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wentz to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Third down here. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
When you hear that, you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Run the clock out on me.
It's just their first.
He is trying to.
Two remaining as we
He is trying to run the clock on me.
On play action, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 30. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
Under pressure, they got him again. Matt Longacre getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On play action, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Throwing now, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To throw on second down is Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. We got 3. We got 3.
Play action. Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. To throw is Wentz. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Wentz to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes there's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in left side by Tatum. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
hey, what's up,
midfield.
Man? Watching, man.
A very solid gain of 27.
Here, give a thumbs up. And hit that sub button. I hit the wrong one.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Broken tackle. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
The penalty does everything but get them a 1st down. It's close here on 2nd and inches. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the set. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Yep. How you guys doing today?
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's
Wins.
Wentz.
Sack.
And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Hang in there now.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
Oh, there. Let's go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's 5.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. From the 50, it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Wentz going to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 4 down. 4 down.
Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we've reached halftime with just the lone. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 72 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end.
Brandon Cooks past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable. Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up. Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here. Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matt Longacre. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game. On second down, here's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Alright guys, it's gonna be it for today's stream. You see, he quit. My other cousin quit as well. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys are new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be streaming later on around 7:30 Eastern time. So talk to you guys later. Peace.